Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As you can see, we just flew past 500,000 subscribers and by quite a bit. We had that PewDiePie video do really well. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome and thanks for subscribing. Today, I wanted to make a play button ring and it's just going to be themed after the play button, just kind of to celebrate hitting 500,000 just because YouTube doesn't do one of those. And so I'm going to be incorporating particles or pieces from my real silver play button here. I'm gonna take the back off and see what we can do, just scrape off some of the material. And then I wanted to incorporate just a really cool YouTube button theme to it as well. So I've got some real gold fragments here, as well as some sterling silver. We'll integrate that. And then just a little bit of hopeful thinking, we're gonna have some diamonds we add to that. So one day when I blow past 10 million subscribers, I won't have to make another ring. This will be relevant for a long time. We'll see, fingers crossed. Anyways, I'm going to use a black ceramic base. I think this will be really cool. It's going to be a black and red theme. I think those go well together. And then this is just red pigment. We're going to mix it with white glow powder. So it's going to glow white. It's going to look awesome in the dark. It's going to be a nice red YouTube theme. And then it's going to have all of the real genuine ingredients that all of the play buttons have in them. And so I think it's going to be really cool. I'm excited to make it and see how it turns out. I think the color scheme is actually going to look really nice. I put a lot of thought into the colors and how it's going to look. And I'm going to take that into account when I proportion out the materials. So you'll see a little bit more as I get into that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for 500,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's get right into the video. All right, I'm gonna try to figure out how to take this apart with the minimal amount of damage. Watched a bunch of YouTube videos of other people doing it so I could get an idea of what to expect. All right, got all the staples out. Let's see if this will just pop out. There we go. Looks a lot better without the glass reflection over it. That's cool. You can see in the factory where they made this, they kind of messed up the C on subscribers there. I wonder if while I've got it out, maybe I can touch it up with something. But anyways, let's get the play button off. And then to get the material off, what I'm thinking I can do, and it's pretty thin here, so I'll have to be pretty selective with how I do it. But I think like right here where it's a little bit thicker, I can go in and just grind some shavings off of it and just get enough for a few rings. I might do a limited edition release of these. So we could do a ring on the website where we have real fragments of a play button in here, and obviously they'd have to be limited because there's not too much in here. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but you can check the link in the description, and whatever we figure out, that's what we'll have posted there. So just check that out. Okay, I couldn't find any masking tape, and stuff like duct tape would leave more residue on here than it'd be worth. I might end up scratching it trying to get that off. And so I'm just gonna be really careful with it. Put it on just this plastic material, shouldn't scratch it. And then I'll use my Dremel here to just shave away at these thicker parts and just get as many shavings as I can. That way we can make as many rings as we can from the cool just play button material. There we go. I think I did a really good job. There's a couple of just little scattered shavings around here, but I think we got almost every last bit of it. And that looks like it'll be plenty for, I think this is probably what I'd use to do 2 or 3 rings. That way you can definitely see it showing up in the ring at the end, but we're not using too much to be wasteful. All right, I'm gonna pull the empty vial out here. This is what I'll mix everything into. I've got the white glow powder here. This is gonna be kind of the base for everything, so I'm gonna start with that first. All right, I've got everything portioned out and in the vial. This looks like it'll be enough for at least one ring, hopefully two. And I've wrote down all of the measurements here. That way I can exactly replicate this. Now I'll mix it up and we should be ready to begin inlaying it into the ring. All right, I've got one of my expanding ring mandrels here. These are available on my supplies website if you didn't know. And I've wrapped it in a couple layers of electric tape, and this is really important on ceramic rings because they can crack. And so that gives it some cushion. That way when I clamp it down or tighten it, it's not going to crack the ceramic ring blank. Okay, now from here it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to be using a combination of my medium viscosity super glue and my ultra thin here. Between the two I'll be able to fill in any voids. This gets stuff in place, and then the super thin that's able to seep into any cracks or pockets and make sure that you don't have any holes in the ring. Now I just need to go through, inlay this all throughout the channel, then we'll grind it down, polish it up, and we should be done. All right, now I'm going to use my lathe bit here to trim away the outer diameter of it. And I'm going to be careful not to nick the ceramic on there, and so I'll stop before I get too close. And then I'll finish it up with some sanding, and then I'll go through my booklet of sandpaper, go through all the different grits, and then we'll polish it, and then it should be ready to show off. All right, it's looking good. I'm gonna take it off the mandrel here and take it over to the polisher and give it its final polish. All right, that's looking good. I'm gonna go get it cleaned up, then we'll take some final shots of it. Actually, before we show it off, I just had the thought I should engrave 500K on it. So I've got this little diamond engraver here, and I'm just gonna engrave 500K by hand. It's a little bit tricky, but I'll just do my best. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit sloppy, but I like the fact that it's done by hand. Wanted to give it a personal touch. All right guys, here's the ring completely finished. I really do like the way this one turned out. I think this ring did a perfect job encapsulating what a play button ring should be. You can see the diamonds in there, the gold as well as the silver. And like you saw, there's actual bits of a silver play button in this. So it's just something that I thought was so cool and something that I wanted to do for a while. It's a way that I can use my play button in a ring without completely destroying it. So I thought this would be the perfect fit for that. And if you guys are interested, I've got a link down in the description. We're going to be doing a limited run of these. Obviously, these are just going to be limited by the amount of play button material I have available. So check that out. But other than that, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and just thank you so much for 500,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot to me. And I love that you guys are willing to support me and you come watch my videos. It means a lot, and I don't want to take too long because, you know, you've probably heard it 1,000 times before with 1,000 other YouTubers who think they're special like me with their 500,000. But I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.